actual Yu-Gi-Oh stream? That's crazy. Swear I haven't done a Duel Link stream in quite a while. I mean, this is technically not even one either, it's a review, but same shit. Which window is it showing? The correct one? Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, God. Skills are on this page too, right? Yeah, they are. Alright, now I just have to wait for everybody to get in here. And then we can start looking at some new cards. Here, this one is quite the exciting box, so I'm hoping... hoping I've been baited. Seems like a lot of good shit. Why is Adamancipator in here, though? As if this box wasn't stacked enough. Random Adamancipator added to it. Your blocky friend is finally playable. Let's hope Block Dragon doesn't actually become too popular, because that card is kind of keen, sir. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Why is Sky Striker mentioned with 2 cards, but Galaxy not mentioned with 1? Because Sky Striker has a new skill as well, so... Galaxy, they didn't get no new skills, so we don't care about them. I don't even know why Galaxy would be in here. It's most random shit. Is it actually in here? It is too. Why is Galaxy in here? This box is going to be beyond broken. I swear to God, we're going to get like 2 new meta decks surely out of this. For sure, Chimera is going to be better. There's ain't no way that's not better. We'll see. Despia with Thunder Dragon. Despia has been known to play with a lot of stuff, but that's mostly with things like Brand and Fusion. Without that, I don't really know what they're going to do with the Despia stuff. Just put it with, like, Darklord. Wasn't that a combo in Master Duel? Probably just going to play it pure in Duel Links. Some will try Darklord at Despia, but I don't think it's going to be very good. It's not a new setup, Malik. I'm just in a different room because my window is was getting worked on. I'll be back in the other room at some point. Winged Dragon of Wrath full of Ultra Rares? Is it actually all Ultra stuff? Yeah. You kind of need 3 chant too. It's gonna be rough. Well, to be fair, you can play this deck as like a 18 card tech deck, then not even bother playing many copies of Chant, if any. I think the best way is probably going to be using 3 Chant though. A little bit depressing, not gonna lie. Anyway, should we start? I'm getting too bored just sitting here. What are you doing over there? Why is it so small? I can't see myself. There we go. Now I can see myself. Yeah, we've got Despia. We've got a whole bunch of skills for a whole lot of different archetypes. Most of these were leaked though, so I may or may not have already read these. It's got a couple of new Marik cards for Marik himself. Oh my god. Hey Payne, what's up, buddy? Use summoning animation rocks? For what? Who's got the summoning animations? What, for Ra or something? For, is it a new Ra animation or something? Alright, well first things first, let's check out the trash. Winged Dragon of Raw. So, let's see what this dude's got over here. What is the drops for Mr. Marik? We don't know what his level ups are, but let's see what his drops are. We've got Monster Rebirth. If a monster is destroyed by battle this turn... Oh god, it's already up to a bad start. Summon monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Target one monster in either graveyard. Special summon the monster to your field. Yeah, that is a load of trash. Not really a surprise. Who the fuck is this? Juragedo? Juragedo? I don't know. During the battle phase, quick effect, you special summon this card from your hand. Quick effect, you treat this card and summon face monster you control. Against that. Okay. So a shitty Kite-Roid style card. Alright, well. Great. Some sick level up rewards from this guy. Man, shouldn't you gonna want... Do we even need this I guess we have to still at least actual level up rewards before we can actually dismiss the character. Because I'm pretty sure you get the Winged Dragon of Rascal on the other Marik. Check the general chart on your server. You got a summoning animation, have we? Let's have a look. There's always one for the God Slime itself, right? I was gonna say. Guardian Slime. Oh my god, he's chanting! He's chanting! He's doing it! Alright, it goes on for a bit though. We really have to do the entire thing. Okay, I expect this to end at some point. Okay. Alright, that is pretty sick. But I'm surprised he does the entire fucking chart, man. What the hell? I think I'm gonna have to have voice lines definitely turned off with this guy. Dude, that means every single time my opponent summons this, I'm gonna wonder why my opponent's paused for so long. He's literally just gonna be listening to this chant, isn't he? The fucking chant, man. Alright, well, cool. So, I guess we should read some skills, and then we should read some cards. So I guess we'll start with the skills. Alright, so what do we got first? We've got Dragon Ruler of Infernos. So, you can only use the skills first and second effects once... Wait, I didn't check, make sure, wait. Yeah, we're good, I think. Yeah. You only use the skills first and second effects once per turn. At the beginning of your main phase, send up to 2 fire Dragon Ruler monsters from your hand to the graveyard, then draw the same number of cards. From turn 2 and onward, reveal 1 fire Dragon Ruler monster in your hand, then add 1 fire Dragon... What is this? Is this not just complete and utter arse? What is the point of adding this? It seems really bad. Like, I understand when Konami adds, like, really bad anime-focused skills, because although they're shit, at least, like, there's probably an appeal somewhere. But this isn't even an anime-focused skill, right? It's just, here's some Dragon Ruler cards that don't really... For only the Fire Dragon Rulers. I mean, I wasn't that much of a Dragon Ruler player. I've never even played the archetype, but this seems kind of ass. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Let's just move on. I don't think this is actually going to be a real archetype. Sky Striker Ace Defying Fate. I don't know why Sky Striker gets so much favoritism in Yu-Gi-Oh, but yet another Sky Striker skill and some more Sky Striker cards being added. I guess the animation, the Chronicle thing is what's sort of encouraged this, I guess. Good time zone. You can use each of the skills first and second effects once per duel if your deck contains 1 or more Sky Striker Ace Rose and 9 or more Sky Striker Spell cards. At the beginning of your first turn, add 4 Sky Striker Link monsters from your extra deck. And place 1 Sky Striker Airspace Air Zero from outside of your deck face up in your field zone. So it gives you the field spell and unloads a bunch of shit into your extra deck. Set up to 2 Sky Striker cards in your hand or field, either face up or face down to the graveyard, then draw 1. Interesting. So I can get Sky Striker spells in the graveyard immediately. and gives you the field spell immediately. Well, that was a lot of consistency with this skill that's been added. But I'm not sure it's consistency that Sky Striker was lacking. I think it was more, I don't even... I mean, the turn one's always been pretty mid. It's even worse nowadays. I don't know. I don't know if the game's too strong for Sky Striker nowadays. Sky Striker's still good as like a package in things, but I don't really know if Sky Striker on its own is a good enough archetype anymore. Like, the archetype itself is just too low power for the game how it is right now, but maybe. We are getting some new Sky Striker cards, especially Linkage is a really important one, which is up here somewhere. Let Striker do a lot of OTKing sort of stuff. Especially in like a 4,000 life point game. So maybe. Maybe they'll just be insanely even more devastating going second now, which will be enough to make them relevant. Still don't know how they survived turn 1, but that's something else to worry about, I guess. Theatre of the Branded Opening. So all these cards are going to be in the new box. You can use the skills, second and third effects once per duel. Okay, you cannot spell summon any monsters with a level except Fallen of Albaz, Despia, and Dark and Light level 8 or higher monsters. Albaz, Despia, Dark and Light level 8 or higher. So they have actually left it open to Darklord, right? Somewhat. So I know a nice Despia combo used to be Darklord in Master Duel. It's somewhat let open for Darklord. It's annoying you can't use some of their cards though. I don't think you can use this one, right? Yeah. Not being able to use this is kind of cringe. They don't really summon this. You don't need to summon this guy anyway. Just add stuff back, but. And what does it do? Reveal one Despia monster or branded opening in your hand, then add one Despia monster branded opening deck to your hand, then you can add one Despia Theatre of the Brand from your deck. Oh my god, that's a lot of adding. Reveal Despia, add something, then add something. So it just gives you +2 off nothing. Okay, if only your opponent controls a monster, send one Despia monster from your deck to the graveyard, then add one just start of your turn, going second, add 3 cards to your hand. If that doesn't make this skill good, I don't really know, like, I don't really know what else does. Oh yeah, and of course, it puts something in your graveyard for you too. It's not even +2, it's +3 going second. Going first, it's +2. Damn. Well, Despia is known to be a pretty okay archetype. Not super good without branded stuff, but we are talking Duel Links here, which is a different story. And +3 in anything is kind of crazy. Mid skill. I don't know if this skill is mid. You can say the deck is mid, I guess. Oh, you did say the deck is mid. I'm stupid. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The current Despia skill in the game, or the well, it's not fully Despia, but the current Albaz skill in the game was actually like surprisingly decent for what it was. So maybe with this, it will actually be a decent deck. This is a really good looking skill, so we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it goes. I have faith. I have some faith, at least. Alright, time for the real skill of the box. This skill is cracked. This deck is cracked, so. You cannot normal spell summon, excluding spell summons from the extra deck, any monsters except beasts, fiends, illusions, and spellcasters. So already, this deck is pretty loose in what you can play it with. You got 4 different attributes to be not attributes, 3 different types to choose from. Reveal a monster that mentions Chimera Fusion in your hand and shuffle 1 card from your hand to the deck, then add 1 Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand, then you can send 1 level 7 Dark Illusion or Spellcaster monster with 25 attack from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Alright. So a good way to search for your Chimera Fusions. If only your opponent controls a monster, play 1 Chimera, the flying mythical beast from outside your deck in face down defense position. Its battle position can be changed. So Actually, reading the skill, it's not as insane as I thought it was, but the actual cards themselves are insane. So you have to wait to read the cards, and you might understand. But this deck is looking like it's going to be real good. Really, 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 really good. The skill's obviously good, but I was like, yeah, it's obviously a good skill. Chimera's going to be a tiered. Literally just one UR and the rest are SR. Is it actually? Is that cheap? Where's Chimera Fusion at? Oh, Chimera Fusion's the standard one. This is a mini box though, right? This is main. That's a main box. I can get these super easy then. How many apprentices does it run though? I actually don't know how many apprentice the deck runs. Because it's heavily searchable as part of your turn 1 combo. So I don't know if you need more than one copy of it or not. Especially because it has a lot of recursion as well. Yeah, I'm not super versed in this archetype, but I've seen a lot of combos people have been showing me in Discord, and they're all pretty crazy. Especially considering some of them can special summon shit back from the graveyard, like this dude. As part of your combo, if you come against something like Shadow, you can just summon this turn 1. As far as your combo, you just dump this in graveyard, revive it during your opponent's turn. The effects of spell, traps, and monsters that target a card in the graveyard or activate in the graveyard are negated. So you just summon this going second versus Shadow. There's a bunch of other floodgates too that happen to be fiends, whatever, beasts, whatever. That can be all summoned from the grave. So that's not a real card. That's from DeviantArt. Yes. Nightmare Apprentice is a free illusion type searcher, and that's the only ultra you need. I'm just not sure how many copies of it you need. Apprentice is started with 20 cards, you probably need 2. I think there's like 13 billion starters in the archetype from what I've seen. Well, these different ways you can start the combo. There's obviously probably a more optimal starter though and stuff. Where do they pull these cards out of? I don't know, man. When was this card even released? Google will tell me. 2004, by the way. New player should one? No idea, buddy. We haven't gone through the box yet. I haven't even seen the decks in action, but it's looking like Chimera will be cheap as shit, and if that's the case, it'll be great for new players. Deck might be difficult, though. An Ultra from 2004? That's just about when you were born, Tutsy, isn't it? Anyway. Starlight Drive. You can use each of the skills first and second effect. I'm not even... You know what? I'm going to save you the pain of me having to read the skill to you, because I know it's not very good, so we're just going to ignore it, so you guys don't have to go through it and live the pain. It's older than you, Tut? Oh, that's depressing, buddy. Dude's outlived by Anubis, man. Outlived by cardboard. Alright, oh god, can I skip this one as well? Alright, did we even get a new Gravekeeper card? Is there anyone they could add? Like, these are all reprints, right? I'm pretty sure we have every Gravekeeper card, do we not? Is there a single new Gravekeeper? I don't think there's one they can add. These are all reprints. Like, why is this in here? Okay. Alright, I'll read it to you, but I'm warning you guys, don't get too excited. Because this is all you're getting. There's no new cards for this archetype. You're just getting... Okay, you can only use this skill's second effect once per duel. You cannot normal or special summon excluding special summons from the extra deck any monsters except Gravekeeper monsters. So you're locked into Gravekeepers. This is a Gravekeeper deck. Send one Gravekeeper monster from your hand to the graveyard, then add one Gravekeeper monster from your deck to your hand. During this turn, you can tribute summon. Tribute summon. That's alright. It did say tribute summon in current year. Tribute summon a Grave Monster in face up attack position during your main phase, in addition to your regular normal summon or set. At the start of the battle phase, if you control Gravekeeper Visionary, all monsters you control gain 1,000 attack, and all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack and defense. So the interesting thing I liked about this skill is that the second part of it, the skill effect 3, was something that's like unique compared to other skills we've had in the game. Like, I don't remember the last time we had a skill added to the game that was like, we're going to reduce opponent's attack or buff our attack or anything like that, right? That's like specifically attack buffing sort of stuff. Like, there's probably been a few that I'm just not remembering, but I can't remember any significant ones. Not this is going to be significant, but I think the skill's kind of cool, but it's just a load of dog shit. It's just a load of dog shit, so. Yeah, it is a load of complete dog shit. Battle effect in 2025. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even mind the battle effect. It just needs to have the rest of the stuff has to do something, though. The rest of the skill. It's a shame too. Like, I thought since they give me, I guess because they want to give you skills to sell new cards, right? And this wouldn't sell anything because the new box. Well, there's no new cards in here for Gravekeeper, so I guess they just made the skill shit for that reason. But if that's the reason, why bother adding this shit? Anyway. Fusion Hydro Rays. Use the skill's first effect. If your set contains a water fusion monster, at the beginning of the duel, gain 1,000 life points. Once per turn, during your main phase, when facing a monster. Yeah, it's the same as the other ones, just some buffy stuff and watery stuff. Sun God's Flare. You can only use the skill's second effect once per turn, and the third effect once per duel. You cannot normal spell or summon, excluding spell or summons from the extra deck, any monsters except Divine Beast and Aqua monsters. Reveal the Winged Dragon of Ra, then play one Guardian Slime from your hand, deck, or graveyard but negate its effects. If you control a Divine Beast monster or your opponent controls a monster, set your life points to 4,100, add one Monster Reborn from outside of your deck to your hand. If you control no cards, you can also add one Winged Dragon of Ra or one card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Alright, so this skill is really good, but it's hard because this skill is going to turn out to be, the way this deck is probably going to function is you're going to be playing some Ra stuff and then just a shit ton of tech cards because the archetype itself just doesn't really have much. Just doesn't have that much going for it. The strongest part about this skill is that going second, you literally have a 0-card combo to get Ra on the field, make it unaffected with a new spell card. So you have a Ra on the field with unaffected, and it can pop stuff on the field. Always like a 0-card combo type thing. So this skill could be scary. Because it gives you the slime, you turn it into the fusion dude, you put the dude on the field, you get your searches, and you have a big Ra that can just nuke a lot of shit. The skill also lets you reset your life points, so you can just get a shitload of attack with this guy. Yeah. You're not playing Ra? I mean, people will want to play Ra, this is Duel Links, so. I mean, the skill isn't bad. The turn 1 end field is going to be make really big Ra that is unaffected, and then hope you can play enough tech cards to stop your opponent getting to Goddess. That seems to be what the turn 1's going to be, which is a bit not great. Another thing that's not great is the spell card is, yeah, it's an ultra rare, so I don't know. Unless you're super keen on playing Ra, it might be a skipper, but it might be alright. We might be alright. Maybe making a big unaffected dude is enough in modern times to, I don't know. Get Goddess or Lava Golem. No, you're not making that unaffected Ra. Ra's going to be unaffected from a spell card. The new one, wherever it is. It's in here somewhere, this one. He's going to make your Ra unaffected on your opponent's turn. So the turn 1 for this is probably going to be similar to like how Sky Striker used to try to survive turn 1, where they just make their one Sky Striker monster immune to card effects and just hope they don't die. It's probably going to be the same with this. The only upside is with this one, though, is at least your monster's going to have a shit ton of attack, so maybe it's enough? Going second's going to be insane with it, though. There's some really interesting things. Like I said, you can play this like a 0-card combo deck, so you could just build this deck with no turn 1, and just play 600 tech cards, hope things like Kite Roid or your Book of Eclipse is enough to save you, or the trap cards like Rainbow Life and stuff. Hope those cards are enough to save you. And then going second, or when a turn passes back to you, you 0-card combo after activating like a shit ton of like, I don't know, Sky Striker cards or something, wiping the field, and just hit your opponent with 4,000 damage from a literal 0-card combo. You don't need to open a single Ra piece to open the combo. So there's 2 ways you can play this. We'll see how it turns out. I'm not super keen on it being a meta deck, but it does seem like it has some potential to not be too bad, so we'll see. Sphere Karibo on Ra. Yeah, Sphere Karibo in a dream. What is this trash person saying? Why is he not playing? I mean, I played too much Shadowverse today, man. And I've been getting really annoyed at Runecrafter, right? I've been playing too much Shadowverse. Anyway, next up, I don't think I really need to go through the rest of these because these 2 are just the shittier version of this one, but I'll read these 2, I guess. Use skills first and second once per duel. Before your normal draw, set a metal reflect slime. Can be activated, blah blah. Reveal 1 divine beast monster in your hands and either place the monster on the bottom of your deck or send it to the graveyard and draw 1. And this one is from turn 2 and onwards, show 3 cards in your hand to deck, then play the same number of Ra's Disciple. Then you can add 1 Wing Dragon of Ra from your deck to your hand. So there you go, you can make a Wing Dragon of Ra play from turn 2 and onwards. But yeah, you're just going to be using this one. So we'll see. Alright. If you play Take This, play the Vector skill. It's similar to the Vector skill, but I don't really like the Vector skill one very much, because that's not like a 0-card combo. That was like, you had to play all these like weird shit, right? Oh no, the Vector skill, the one with the Umbral monster thing. Yeah, that is the one I'm talking about. I think that the last actual 0-card combo deck was that stupid pendulum-y thing, right? From a while ago. That had the... You summon that pendulum monster dude from the extra deck, and the rest of the deck was literally like 20 tech cards. Yeah, we'll see. Alright. Adamancipator is our first card to look at. I did not expect Adamancipators today, so this will be interesting. I'm gonna wake up one day and Duel Links will allow you to play 2 skills. I mean, it already effectively does with how it works. It just gives you like 15 skill effects per skill. Alright. If this skill is spell summoned by the effect of Adamancipator card, you draw 1. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 water synchro monster you control, or in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, place this card on top of the deck. Yeah, I mean, it's level 4, you're probably going to be summoning back from the graveyard that can draw you a card, but there's probably better cards in the archetype. Yeah. There's definitely better... It's got a little bit of recursion to it, but it puts it on the deck rather than... I mean, the card draw is nice. We do have Block Dragon. They will lose to time for sure. Adamancipator's out of skill. I mean, the archetype's pretty strong, so... And we have got Block Dragon. Adamancipator's a field spell? Once per turn during your main phase, you can take up to 5 Adamancipator monsters in your deck and place them on top. Okay. Adamancipator does have a card. It does have a field spell, I guess. I understand why I've never read it now. This is activate, do nothing, the card. Yeah, it snacks your deck, but it does literally nothing else. I can see this deck losing to time. Yeah. Moving on. Adamancipator Crystal Lionite. If this card is special summoned by the effect of Adamancipator card, you place one Adamancipator card from your hand or graveyard on top of your deck. Wow, they just do not want you decking out, huh? If this card's in your graveyard, you can target 1 fire synchro monster you control, or in your graveyard, return it to the extra deck, and if you do, place this on top of the deck. That's kind of arse as well, isn't it? I mean, you prefer this one for the card draw, but so far, not looking too good. We're not the good cards yet. Should be a number of Adamancipator monsters and target cards on the field equal to that number, destroy them. Is this a searchable card? As far as I'm aware, with Adamancipator and Master Duel, you just set up like fields that didn't even need Adamancipator monsters on field. They'd just be like generic synchros and omni-negates and blah blah vomit. So maybe the one Adamancipator synchro monster. So I don't know if you'd ever use this in Master Duel, but in Duel Links maybe, if it's a searchable, would be good. It is searchable? I mean, this is a Tribute 1, Pop 2, if you got one Adamancipator monster, which isn't bad. So searchable might be alright. Like, if you end on the... I assume the Synchro's in here. Just a guess. Yeah, this dude. So if you're ending on this card anyway, if you just, as part of just whatever you're doing, you just happen to end with an extra search, searching for this just for a potential pop some cards, isn't bad. So this trap actually could see some play. It's really not that bad. So I assume every field's going to end on this card. This card's really good. This card's even good generically, right? Isn't this like... Yeah, this thing's generic, by the way. It doesn't need a water engrave though, so it doesn't need a water index somehow, I think. I don't know. We'll go through that card later anyway. Nizakra Graveyard? Is there no other water? The Adamancipator? Oh, maybe there is no other water. I assume they had other waters than that, but yeah. Okay. Well, at least they had to run the better one of the two of these dudes. This guy gives you draw. I mean, this deck can also see some play going second and play through a lot. Without a skill in Duel Links? I don't know. Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks. You discard this card, add one dragon type or fire monster, spell summon blast a dragon or infernos from your deck. You cannot attack this turn. You can use these effects once per turn. Okay. I just don't see these doing very much currently. Adamancipator Resonance. When a monster is activated by your control, Adamancipator Synchro, negate the activation. Oh! So we're gonna... I assume this trap card's searchable. This one is as well. A searchable negate trap, huh? That could be good. This one doesn't even attribute a monster or anything. Searchable treacherous or searchable negate? Holy. Okay. Without a skill, we have Fleur and Assault Mode. That's true, we do actually have Fleur. And this is a Synchro deck. Wait a minute. Oh god, Block Dragon, Adamancipator, Fleur is gonna go crazy. Wait, that's actually true. You're actually so right. Wait, I was like, yeah, it's a fucking Synchro deck. It's gonna love, Fleur will love this shit. Okay. We'll see. I'll see how searchable this trap card is. I'm not sure how this archetype works in particular, outside just dumping stuff in grave. But I assume it's pretty easy to get a hold of some of this stuff. Block's also level 8. Oh my goodness. It's a nut. It's a nut. Too many cards to summon to Fleur? Fleur doesn't need much. Fleur needs what? 6 cards plus the 2 other little dudes, and that's it. I guess if you want to play you played level 1 as well, so like 9 cards out of 30. And this deck is probably going to be an over 20 card deck because it's milling a bunch. Imagine it doesn't use its back row. I mean, that's talking about Master Duel stuff. This isn't Master Duel. So I think in Duel Links, if there's an option to search for a searchable Omni Negate or searchable trap card, you're going to grab it. Because in Master Duel, it's a completely different story. Because the fields you're setting up are like... Baron de Fleur with your dragon with the monster attached to it that stops your opponent... Well, you attach the Buster Sword to it to stop your opponent summoning, that kind of bullshit. We don't have that in Duel Links. So I'd more expect some sort of Omni-Negate stuff, maybe an IP or something if you could summon it with this dude, and maybe if the trap card is available, you can search for it easy with the trap card. You're still going to be setting up a lot of generic-y bullshit with this deck, but I also expect, like, if you do have access to this card and you also have access to searching for this, you're probably just going to do that, because that sounds pretty good. Especially in Duel Links, where if you're sitting on monster-only boards, you're just going to get hit by a droplet and lose the game. That's just how Duel Links works nowadays. So you're going to need things like back row as well. Or at least have like Herald on field to try to stop droplet. Then again, you then get removed like other shit too, but yeah. You have the Crags, why would you need the trap? I mean, why wouldn't you have both? It's like saying you're playing Utopia and you've already got one big Utopia guy for you negate. Why are you bothering summoning the other one? Like, why don't have both if you can have them? I don't know how these fields or how the combos are going to look here. I'm just saying, if we have access to a search, we're probably just going to grab it because we can. That doesn't sound too bad, but I have to see how the deck actually functions first. Because the other downside to playing trap cards in a deck like this is I'm pretty sure this deck's a mill deck. The mill's a bunch of its deck, right? And obviously, milling a trap card doesn't give you the any benefits. It just goes to the graveyard and you're depressed. Unless there's something that adds back from graveyard or something, I don't know. That's why in like things like tier, they didn't play too many back row stuff, because you didn't like milling it too often. But a lot of the tier cards actually had effects in grave anyway. Oh, it excavates, it doesn't mill? Oh, that's not even too bad then. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty confident this archetype will be okay with Flora in some capacity. All right, Raptype. Is this archetype cheap, by the way? Is it cheap? God damn it, man! Why you gotta be ultra rare? I want to play this deck. Fuck. I got excited because of another Flora deck. I haven't been able to play Flora in a decent fashion in a while. I'm going to time out so much, it's going to be great. I feel like this is a great stream content deck too, where you just sit there just like excavating and gambling and just hoping you don't time out while trying to set up your fields. It sounds fun. Anyway, it is cast special summon by the effect of Adamancipator card. You can place one rock monster in your hand or graveyard on top of the deck. If it's cards in your graveyard, you target one synchro monster you control in the graveyard, turn it to the extra, places on top. Alright, well, not too great. But maybe you need it for a requirement though. Adamancipator hardly loses to Eclipse. Without skill, they won't go far. Hardly lose to Eclipse? Oh, I think you meant like it's like they hardly ever lose to Eclipse. You're saying they hard lose to it because you just flip their shit face down or something, right? I mean that's easy. That's easy to deal with. Because Fleur sends from field. So if you got two monsters on field, your opponent tries to Eclipse you, you just send from field. Fleur actually doesn't have the issue because like the big issue with Gusto is it dies to Eclipse super hard because your opponent just flips it face down. You've only got three zones. Two of them are taken. Your turn's done. But that doesn't work with Fleur because they can send things from field. So I don't think it loses as hard as you might expect. That's if they're using the Fleur skill. We're just assuming. I just don't see why it wouldn't if it's a synchro deck. It's literally built for that kind of crap. That might even be the reason we didn't get Adamancipator skill, because they're just like, yeah, they'll just play Fleur, they'll be right. Find investors to fuel your Duel Links box. Who would invest in Duel Links in modern day? Who would invest in this game? Unless since it's level 8, is a spell and trap. Oh, I assume he meant going second, getting hit by Eclipse. I don't think he meant your field gets hit by Eclipse and dies because you have to do Dispel and Trap card negate. I assume he just meant the same way Gusto dies to Eclipse. Alright, Despia, Theater of the Branded. During your main phase, you can fusion someone level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck using monster from your hand or field as fusion material. If a face-up non-fusion fairy monster control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect or destroy a battle, you can target one level 8 or higher fusion monster from your graveyard to special summon it. Alright. So this is a fusion field spell, which is pretty cool, so you can use it every single turn then, which is kind of cool. And it allows you to bring back stuff if your stuff it leaves the field. I mean, you're going to use it because it's the Despia fusion. I'm pretty sure it was listed as part of the skill in some capacity. I know this is really good with the Darklord version of the deck. It's nothing too crazy, but it's nice to have a fusion spell that just like you can just keep using every turn without recycling. Not that Despia really has a lot of trouble recycling value, to be fair. Yeah, and searchable via the skill. Float thing is annoying. Yeah, I mean it's just decent. It's just another decent fusion spell. Nothing too crazy though. Brick. It's not a brick. It's just your fusion spell you're using. It's like calling like polymerization a brick or something. It's part of like how your deck functions is by fusion summoning. Unless they're doing some other ways of fusion summoning, but I don't think they're I guess there's Brandon Red. But you prefer to set Brandon Red, right? Using the opponent's turn. But I guess you can also set it via those dudes you send to graveyard anyway. I don't know. Despian Comedy. Oh, this guy's funny. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a face-up Despia card you control, you can discard this card and negate that effect. If this card's in your graveyard, you can choose one fusion monster special summon it. You use one effect, use one Despian Comedy effect per turn, only once that turn. Years ago this would have been a good effect, because it stops things like Book of Moon and stuff, but currently... I don't know if he makes the cut anymore. I don't know if this man makes the cut anymore. I do remember this being used in Master Duel at sometimes though, right? So maybe there's like some specific use for him that I don't remember. But the targeting effect isn't that insane. It is good versus RDA, that is true. RDA is like entirely target shit. It also, oh, that's why you could use it to dodge imperm and shit, right? Because this thing could tribute your dudes.
Card games on motorcycles!
Yeah, this card can be used for not only defending from targeting effects from like your opponent's stuff, but when it's in graveyard, you can tribute your stuff to dodge imperms as well, right? It's a quick effect. So if you're worried about your opponent negating your card, you can quick effect. This even can be used against things like well, I would say Droplet, but you can't respond to Droplet, but just anything that's like even non-target tries to target one of your fusions to negate the effect. You just tribute the fusion monster and summon this card. So you can dodge a lot of shit. It doesn't even have to be targeting effects. That's the graveyard effect anyway. It's a quick effect, right? So this kind of actually does have a lot of potential uses. But this is like stuff they would use with get your fusions to resolve and shit. I don't really know if we have any decent Despia fusions that like have like on summon effects you'd need to defend with something like this. But those are its uses. I actually managed to remember its other use, where in graveyard you can dodge stuff with it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, but you might use it if it's searchable via the skill. Because yeah, defending something like a Lubra sounds actually great. So you can't be Veiled. Being safe to Veiled does sound nice. It's because it's shit. It's because we couldn't find 40. No, it did actually have uses. It did have uses. Alright, moving on. Despia Pro Skin, blah, 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 blah. One Despia monster, one light monster, one dark monster. Very good for Super Polying if you happen to have Super Poly in this deck, which it probably will unless there's an Unlimit 1 somewhere. There's just any Despia, great Super Poly target. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target one Fusion, Synchro, Exceeds, or Link monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, or special summon it to your field. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's original attack and defense. Alright. So you can super play one of your opponent's cards, then use this thing to revive it. Holy. Wait, oh, that's right, they released I forgot they oh my god, I didn't even show they released Masquerade. Hang on, hold up. I'll actually show that now. Because I think that was part of the skill thing. I think I just skipped it. Oh boy. Masquerade Dragon, huh? Good old Tax Dragon. So does it actually, did they actually say this is limit 1 anywhere? Wait, did they say it was limit 1 anywhere? That's confirmed by data miners? Oh. Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. While you control this fusion summon card, your opponent must pay 600 life points to activate cards or effects. Has that been halved yet? I think that's already been halved, right? If your opponent controls a ritual, fusion, synchro, exceeds, or link monster whilst cards in your graveyard, you can spell summon this card, banish it, and it leaves the field. Keep in mind, the burn effect is only for when it's fusion summoned, so if it revives itself from graveyard, that isn't going to burn anymore. Oh, it won't be halved because it's pay? Why wouldn't they halve it, man? You know how painful this shit is? This card is cancer. 600 life points a card effect? Bro. That is cancer. To be fair, at least they can't summon multiple. Okay? It's not as bad as it could be. They can't summon multiple. This card is Giga Cancer. Alright, well, it is a card. Which is cool. And if it's limit 1 though, you can't play Super Poly, which is kind of cringe for stuff like this though. I mean, honestly, is this even worth playing over Super Poly? If you can only play one of it? Because the bird is fantastic, but in a game where everyone's playing board breakers, it becomes a lot less fantastic. Because literally everyone's playing Droplet and Eclipse, and like 3 obs in every single deck in the game. So stuff like this is like, I mean, it's probably just going to get eclipsed, and that's sort of it. Right, it's not limit. Just because it's not announced in game as limit 1 doesn't mean it's not limit 1. Apparently, according to data miners, they believe it will come out as limit 1 when it is released. No, it's not limit 1. Then why do the other people say it was limit 1? Dude, these data miners are talking shit right now. Announced in game if it was. It's gonna come out as banned. Alright. Alright, that's a good thing, because I think you actually wouldn't play this over Super Poly. I think Super Poly is really good in this deck. Like, really good. Alright, moving on. Next up, we have the Tragedy. Oh, the Tragedy. If this card is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you can add 1 Despia monster
Our games are motorcycles!
You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 branded spell trap in your graveyard, set it on your field. You can use 1 effect per turn, only once that turn. Alright, so this card is especially good with branded fusion, but we don't have branded fusion. But every other effect is still really good. If it's sent to the graveyard via a fusion effect, or via somehow from deck to graveyard, Gold Sarcophagus is another thing that people used to use. I don't know if they'll use that in this game, but probably will. Add 1 Despia monster from your deck to your hand. It just gives you a search. Turns Gold Sark into a searcher. Yeah, and obviously when it's in the graveyard too, it's, well, on future turns, it's also good for recovery stuff, right? So this card is fantastic. I'm surprised it's actually a normal rarity card. I feel like this is one of the better Despia cards. I actually feel like this is one of the better Despia cards. I'm surprised it's in the normal rarity section. I thought this would be like an SR type thing. Is Gold Sark limited still? Is it? I thought they removed that ages ago. No, Gold Sark isn't limited anymore. I don't think. I got unlimited ages ago. Since this box sucks. What do you mean this box sucks? Hello? What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Judgment of the Branded. Target 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster you control. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with equal or higher attack than that monster. During the end phase, if this card's in your graveyard, because it was sent to the graveyard, sent there to activate the effect of Form of Owlbears, you can set this card. equal or higher attack? That is kind of arse. I honestly think lower attack would have been better suited. Because that would like stop people going into like Xyz summons and stuff. Letting your opponent get to like a monster first is kind of cringe because then they can use their quick effects and stuff. So maybe it's a branded card. Yeah, it's grabbable, but it's also kind of arse. Like if you use this against like, I'm just trying to think of an example. You go up against an Xyz deck and they summon, I forgot the name of the man. He'll be near the top though, so he's easy to find. Where is it? This dude. Exodon Knight, for example. Like this trap card would do nothing, because your opponent would just play 2 monsters, go into Exodon, and then even if you could use the effect to kill this guy, which his attack stat's already too low, your board, it just doesn't seem like it does much. Like quick effects will go off before this thing does anything, because you're letting them get to their big monster. Also, negates get them to stop this, because they can get to the big monster that might have a spell and trap negate on it. Letting your opponent play on their turn is kind of cringe. This card single-handedly outs the entire Utopia going second field to be fair. Going second field? And they go into rank 4s before they can just make a rank 4 that targets back row and remove this thing if they wanted to. I'm not a huge fan, but we don't have... Branded does need to have some trap cards because how the deck functions. They put stuff in the graveyard, fusions in the graveyard that grab you trap cards and stuff. Well, is it spell and trap cards? So they just grab Brandon. They just grab this instead, right? Wherever it is. The fusion spell. The new one. Brandon in red. But then we have Guardian Chimera, right? So I don't even know what we're going to be summoning with Brandon in red. And I might see a play if we just... again, searchable trap cards, just like the one we were talking about with Adamancipator earlier, generally have, like, pretty good use in a lot of decks, because you just sort of grab them as like, oh yeah, I've got extra... I don't need to search anything anymore. Might as well just use my search for something that does potentially something, you know? I don't think Banishment's in here. I'd be surprised if Banishment was in here. It's not. Do we have any branded traps in the game currently? I don't know if we have any. No, none of these cards. None of the really, really good ones. We did get this card, so let's read what this card does. Maybe this one's better. Screams of the Branded. If a fusion monster is sent to your graveyard this turn, special summon one of your fusion monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. During the end phase, if this card's in the graveyard sent there to activate, you have to fill an outburst. It's not even that great either. I mean, if we don't have any other good trap card to grab with the Branded, maybe they do end up grabbing this. But I think they just choose the spell card if they get a choice. So I can't even remember which monster does it. Which one grabs spell cards when sent to grave? During the end phase, this card's in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn. You can add to your hand or set one branded spell or trap card, yeah. So maybe they grab this if they just don't have anything else to grab. But I think grabbing things like Brandon and Red is more useful. Not sure what you'd summon with Brandon and Red, but there's probably something. Expulsion? Let's not add Expulsion, please. Alright. Rock Band Xeno Guitar. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one rock monster in your graveyard except Rock Band blah blah blah. Add it to your hand, then place one card from your hand on top of the deck. So from what I understood, since this is an Excavate deck, that isn't as relevant. But it could be from, I guess, normal summon or something, I don't know. If this card is banished from your field or graveyard, you can summon rock monster from your deck to the graveyard. I mean, this does sound like a great block dragon card though, right? This sounds like a great block dragon card. That sounds like a fantastic block dragon card, actually. Can send rocks to grave. Places a card from your hand on the top of the deck though, which is kind of bad. We'll see. Doesn't sound too bad. It does search Block Dragon in some ways. Kind of a difficult Block Dragon searcher though. That's not like the worst card ever though. Not sure. It's okay, no Puppet Lock here. We have Ra's Disciple at home. Dogmatica. Is a Dogmatica card in here? This card can be used to ritual summon any Dogmatic ritual monster. You must also choose monsters from your hand or field and or banish fusion or synchro monsters from your graveyard whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. Then, if both White Knight of Dogmatica and White Relic of Dogmatica are on the field, you can look at either your extra deck or your opponent's and send one monster from it to the graveyard. I mean, the fact it uses a graveyard is kind of neat. I'm not really sure we're playing Dogmatica with this archetype though. Did the skill lock you out of playing Dogmatica? I mean, I don't think you really want to. You just want to fusion summon in your own turn, right? The fact it uses your graveyard is pretty good. This card is Cancer? Cancer, you say? I mean, Shoes the main use. Just I don't think we care about the White Knight or blah blah part of it, right? We just care about the other bit. I'm the only new Dogmatica card. Oh, we're finally getting this. The Herald. So we use Herald now with Thingo. Both the White Knight and Relic are extra deck ribs. I assume one of these is the synchro, the ritual itself, right? White Knight. What's the other one? White Relic. Oh, little guy? I don't know. I don't know, I mean, just using stuff from graveyard, it's gotta be somewhat useful, right? If this card is normal special summon, you can send one Aqua monster from your deck to your graveyard, except... Okay, this is the, this is fucking... T-Element card. During the end phase, you can tribute this card and target one Aqua monster in your graveyard, except Supreme C Mare, add it to your hand. I don't know why they're adding this to Duel Links right now, because I'm not really sure what would use this, but... Okay. I don't know what would use this right now, but sure. Or is it for this card? The new, Slime dude? Mr. Egyptian God Slime? Not this guy, the guy that turns into this guy. I forgot his name. Is it for that guy? I don't know. It sends the raw Aqua Monster. Whoa! Alright, well, I don't think we care too much. Tinman coming soon, Copium. UFO Light. Your opponent can attack this card on the field with card effects. If this card battles the opponent's monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. During the end phase, you can draw one. Blah 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 blah. Don't care. Is this a normal? Oh my god! I swear to God, it's been forever since I've reviewed a normal monster in one of these boxes. Is this a normal monster? Oh my... You mean I get to read some flavor text? Oh, it's been so long. Oh my god. The Jongalua Ghoul Illusionist. Alright. Jongalua. Alright. It's the Jongler. A captivating street performer who will catch you off guard with his song and dance and his focus attacks. This guy really... They really just thought out this with using the word "and" multiple times? With his song and dance and hocus pocus. Dude. Bro, you know commas exist, right? Why is there two ands in this sentence? Sack the Konami employee at once. Also, why does he have two lots of flavor text? Is that first party's effect? Can he actually captivate street performing hocus pocus attack bullshit? Once his eyes start spinning, danger is impending, so make a run for it. Ooh. The and combo. The trigger the streamer combo. It's the flavor donuts. I just don't expect anyone to ever read this. Alright, what the fuck is this thing? Golagoyle the Steel Seismic Smasher. It's one of those cards with a really cool looking name and really interesting looking card art that's going to be complete dog shit when I read it. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed with that battle. You can use each flame effects once per turn. Our damage calculation: if your machine or illusion monster battled, you can target one of your monsters that is banished from your graveyard, spell or summon it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can summon this back with that dude. One of the chimeras can summon this back, right? I don't know why you'd want to summon this thing back. It's got a lot of defense. It's kind of a big boy. But I think there's other cards that already have the first line of attacks this guy has. Specifically in the archetype, actually. Is it not this dude up here just has that on it somewhere? Something? Yeah, if this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. So you've literally already got that effect in your deck. So this card's not going to see play, I imagine. Another Mirror Force. What the fuck does this one do? Mirage Mirror Force. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, special summon one illusion monster from your hand or graveyard. And if you do, return the attacking monster to hand. Phase of illusion monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect whilst in your graveyard. You banish this card to summon illusion monster from your hand or graveyard. Shrug. Moving on. Hey, it's Doki Doki. Alright. I actually think I have a prismatic one of these. This guy in SR. No, he's only a rare. I swear I had a prismatic of this, but he's only a rare. Anyway. Oh, maybe I have a... Is he an SR or Master Duel? He must be an SR or Master Duel, is he? I swear I have a prismatic of him or something, so maybe he's... Do you have SR in this game? Yeah, he is. I have a prismatic of him in Master Duel. Very cool. Alright. Adamancipator signs. Target one monster in your graveyard, spell summon it in defense position. Then, if you spell summon an Adamancipator monster by this effect, you can take one level 4 lower rock monster from your deck and place it on top of the deck. Right. So, searchable revive spells in Duel Links have had a history of being usable, and at times quite playable. So... could be used. I don't expect it to be used at first, but searchable revives have been known to see play occasionally, so if it's searchable, maybe people use it as part of like a combo piece or a follow-up piece or something. But with how this deck's looking, I think we're going to have not a whole lot of space, because you're playing... I mean, you might have some space, depends on deck's 100% going to be 30 card, I guess. Yeah, I don't expect you to really, really want to use this, but revive spells have known to see play, so this one might also see play. It might happen. Hello, David. Alright, Adamancipator Analyzer. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can spell summon this card from your hand. Pretty good effect. Do the other Adamancipators have this effect? That is a decent ass effect, actually. Oh, so you try. Oh, so they have different ones. Okay. During your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can spell summon one activated level 4 or lower non-tuner rock monster. Also place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This card is a tuner. Alright, that is a good effect. Look at the top 5 and pray to God you hit. The classic Gamba. The Gamba. Just hope you hit the classic. Usually play a Prank Kids package in ADA and a bunch of random rock extenders. I don't think we even have the rock Prank Kid in the game, actually. I'm pretty sure they specifically didn't add that one. Just randomly. They gave us some Prank Kids, but they didn't give us that one. Yeah, we don't have it. For some reason. Anyway. Yeah, this card's pretty good. I don't know how much else to say about it. You summon it if your opponent controls a monster. Your opponent doesn't, you just normal summon it. Excavate, summon a dude. Could summon fucking this man. Is it level 4 or lower? It is, right? Summon this man, fucking discard rocks, do some more special summoning. Oh god, it goes... This deck is just going to be Gamba, Gamba, Gamba. Combo, combo, combo. I wonder what more deck size people are actually going to use for this. Because you want to hit your good stuff, right? So you want to have like a... Maybe you want to have a smaller deck count? If you have a smaller deck count, you can't play things like Fleur. And I think Fleur would have so much synergy with this archetype. I do wonder what the deck size numbers are going to be. Has to be like a critical mass of good rock monsters you don't even care when you mill the 5 then, or excavate the 5. No more Fleur? Well, they didn't give us an Adamancipator skill, so it's probably going to be Fleur. Alright. Adamancipator Friends. Activate card to top of your deck, equal the number of rock monsters you control plus 5. So that's a minimum of 5 already. And if you do, you can add one excavated rock monster to your hand whose level is less than equal the number of excavated cards. Or is it place the rest on... Oh, this actually seems pretty good. Just activate, look at the top 4 or top 5. Potentially more if you've got other rocks. And then just grab one. That doesn't sound too bad. Unless there's better search spells in this deck. That doesn't sound like a bad one. I'm really curious to see how this deck will look. Oh yeah, looking at top 5 and potentially grabbing a card doesn't sound too bad to me. The entire deck's a bunch of fucking rocks doesn't sound very bad at all, really. Can you just like, was it any, or was it just any rock, right? So any rock monster, so you just like grab any level 4 or whatever rock monster. Seem like the extendery rocks you can grab. Like other guys. No once per turn? Oh, okay, okay. Hey, the Crikey's already in the game, but not the Guardian. I was brainstorming endboards, and what it can make is a Crystal Wing, their level 8 Synchro with IP with Block Dragon on field as follow-up. Sure, you can do more than that. Are we using Fleur with that, David? Try again using Fleur. We'll see what you end on. Because I think you can probably end on a... I mean, that's a pretty decent end field. That's IP, Dude, and Block Dragon. I mean, that's already a very, very decent end field. But I think the thing with this deck is I'm pretty sure it's going to be super non-linear. So I don't think there's going to be, like, specific end boards you end on every single time. It's more going to be like, yeah, we kind of got these cards, we're going to build this end board sort of deck. You count on Savage? We don't have Savage in the game, so... You can do much more in Master Duel. Like, locking yourself is bad, I know in Duel Links. Oh, it locks you. I didn't even read the last part of the effect. It locks you. Oh. Oh. It locks you. Oh. Yeah, that might... I didn't even read that. That is very significant, actually. Yeah, all of a sudden that's looking a lot less good. Okay, maybe not so good then. We need to end on Dragite, Herald, Brave, Draco, Berserker plus Block Dragon? Yeah. Please don't Baron or Savage. I agree with that. Fuck those two cards in particular. And Appaloosa. Fuck that card as well. Alright, Wrap Tight. one tuner, one non-tuner monster. During your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can spell summon an activated rock monster in defense position, or space the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This makes it very easy to synchro climb. During your opponent's turn, if a win monster in your graveyard, you tap one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. So you're not probably ending on this, but you are probably using this to synchro climb into other shit, I imagine. Very, very easily. Oh, this is actually just setting up your Crystal Wing already, isn't it? Because Crystal Wing's the non-tune, has to be the synchro, right? Come on, buddy. Yeah, this easily sets up a Crystal Wing. Can the Speedroid use this? They have a rock in their deck, but if you want to start playing rocks in your deck, maybe. Alright, let's see what this guy does. Lionite. During your main phase, you activate top 5 cards to your deck, and if you do, you can add one activated Adamancipator card to your hand, also place the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order, so a Searcher. During your opponent's turn, 5 monsters in your graveyard. Quick effect, top monsters in your graveyard. I don't think we care about that. So, will we use this as a Searcher for Adamancipator? Maybe. Maybe. This doesn't seem like the card you want to play too many copies of, although I think most of these you're only going to play one of. Maybe. Maybe you want to search for this card. This one special summons with Adamancipator on field, right? Show a rock monster, accept this, you can special summon this card. So you can, like, do this, search this guy, right? Or try to search this guy. He's also a tuner. I think the Raptite's probably the better one. It's summoned straight to the field. This one's from hand, which is much worse. You're probably always going to summon this card. I don't know why you would ever go into Leonite over this one. Yeah, this card's probably going to never see any use because you're just going to summon this one, right? Why would you ever summon this one over this one? I mean, I don't think it's not that bad of a card. It's just this one summons to the board, this one adds to hand. Why wouldn't you just always summon to the board, right? Like, it's not bad. It's not a bad card. Oh, so just cards so you can grab traps? I see, I see. I still think you're just going to go into this one though, right? I think you'd prefer to synchro climb and use this dude. I don't know. Alright, moving on. What's the end board? It's going to be whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the god gives you after you randomly gamble your top 5 cards of your deck. You see what you hit and you build from there. Alright, branded opening. Discard one card and tile one Despia monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon in defense position. Also, rest this turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except fusion monsters. Alright. So this card is very good because unlike most search spells in the game, this one summons the monster to the field. So it doesn't take your normal summon. But it does require a discard. But that doesn't matter too much because you can discard things that actually have effects when they go to the graveyard. Like this guy, right? By a card effect. That's for cost, right? So it doesn't work that way. Wait, is this... Oh, it's not... Is this for... This isn't for cost, right? Is this... Does brand opening work with Tragedy? The discard? Oh, that's not for cost. It's just part of its effect. So I assume it works. Fuse monster in your trial will destroy battle or card effect, or destroy by card effects and bash this card from the graveyard instead. So a little bit of protection from destruction as well. Which, after playing against Resonator a bunch, I do actually really respect the destruction effect and protection in graveyard now. Which is really annoying. It does work? Okay. Yeah, a search spell does add special summons to the field, so you have to take up your normal summon. You can trigger the effects of things like Tragedy. And it gives you a nice protection effect in graveyard as well. Alright. Why is this in the rare pool? I swear this card isn't... Is this even a rare in Master Duel? This card's really good. The fuck is in the SR section where this isn't considered an SR? Anyway. Quackimeru Supplier. If a face-up rock monster you control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, it's easy to do. If this card is special summoned, you can add from your deck to your hand one Iron Core Chimera or one card that's busy lists Iron Core and Sept Quackimeru Supplier. So yeah, this card can grab you the next card on the list, the Guardian. During each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core from your hand to the blah blah blah, or you reveal a rock monster. When a monster trait's activated, a quick effect, you can tribute this card, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. Alright. So, the question is, will this actually see play in Duel Links? Because this has very specific uses in Master Duel to make it really good. But Duel Links, having this as an end-field piece is kind of a bit harder to do because you've got so little zones. So a lot of the time you've just used all your zones for your bullshit anyway. It's also interesting because, like, you'd use this in Master Duel to defend against Nibiru, which you could probably do in Duel Links as well in some way. I think this does get used to defend Nibiru, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm not going insane with that one. Block is not the problem, Guardian is. Yeah, anti-hand trap card, yeah. This card is really good at just being really fucking annoying. Stops hand traps, stops Nibiru. If you can get it to the field early. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Not sure you'd be ending on it though. Depends on how the end fields end up looking. A lot of the time too, it's because this deck is excavating, so it's kind of gamba. If you end on suboptimal end fields and you just place this guy as like an extra dude just to have something, that's pretty good. So I guess you are probably using this. It's level 4, won't be special, it's a rock. Yeah, okay, you're definitely using this card, for sure. Are we using the supplier though? We're not using the supplier, right? Why would you need supplier? What do you need this man for? We are using the supplier. What's the supplier for? Is it just to grab the Guardian? Let's just use the supplier for the Guardian, and the supplier can then be used for synchro material or some shit, and you somehow summon this card out later. And how you summon this card out later, there's probably some easy method. Probably some method to get him out. Oh, that's right. I forgot we got Granite in this fucking game. Oh god, the actual Block Dragon Searcher. Oh god. Fucking Block Dragon Searcher, man. Granite's gonna get some goddamn value. I think Ra new tier 1 tomorrow. Hell no. I think Ra is unlikely to be meta. Unlikely, but it does have some potential to be decent, so I have to wait and see. It sort of just depends on, like, because it's really hard to predict how insane or how strong a board is when it's just like one big unaffected dude and then you've just got a bunch of hand traps trying to survive. That doesn't sound too good to me, but maybe it's actually fine. I have to wait and see. Going second, it seems fine though. But going first, it's... you know? Alright, add Lipitum of Despia. During your main phase, you can make all face-up monsters currently control or currently in the field in attack equal to level times 100. If this card is used as material for a fusion summon from the hand or field and sent to the graveyard or banished, you can target one of your Despia monsters on... Why am I struggling to read this? I feel like I'm having a stroke. And sent to the graveyard or banished. You can target one of your Despia monsters or one of your level 8 or higher fusion monsters that is banished from your graveyard. Special summon it. So use this material, bring back a fusion, or bring back a Despia. That sounds pretty decent. Means you can use your fusions as material, then bring back the fusions. Broken as fuck a later. Good card to deflate your monsters during opponent's turn using branded in red. This also resets your I don't know if there's any hard once per turns fusions or something, because like this will reset like Mirror Jade, right? This card seems pretty good. Just nice little fusion material that brings you back material after being used. Probably highly searchable via the deck as well, via skills and stuff, so you can use it during the opponent's turn with a red to bring some shit out. This resets Mirror Jade, yeah. So I don't know if we have any cards like Mirror Jade in the game. You're usually using this with the fucking Tax Dragon, so it may still come up. This isn't that good with Tax Dragon, because this reviving from graveyard with Tax Dragon doesn't work too well, because it only gets its effect on Fusion Summon to Tax. So unless you're using this as part of the Fusion Summon for the Tax Dragon, if you're using this to bring back Tax Dragon from graveyard, it's kind of worthless. Do we have Gigantes in this game? Which one's that? Gigantes. This dude? Oh, this dude. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we got this guy. the Block Dragon card. I'm pretty sure if you click on this card, you can see all the old Block Dragon decks people used to use. Oh, God. All the old Block Dragoners with the Amanos. Oh, God, Amano. All the old Block Dragon gamers. There you go. Yeah. I was using this guy to banish the this card to search block. You want to, I guess. Anyway. Next up on the list. Time for Despia and Darklord. Alright, branded in high spirits. Reveal one monster in your hand, and I thought we already had this. Does it give it to us via a skill or something? No, we don't. Reveal one monster in your hand and send one level 8 fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard with the same type that has 25 attack or blah blah. Discard the revealed monster, and if you do, add one Fallen Valbaz or a monster that lists that card and its text from your deck to your hand. During the end phase, if a fusion monster is sent to your graveyard this turn, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. I seem to remember this getting actually played in Master Duel. But this card is really suspicious, because you're sort of losing cards, but you're also not, because the card you send to the fusion sent to the graveyard's probably going to be used to grab something else later on. It's kind of a really sus searcher, though. This card is broken as fuck. You have a monster in your hand, send a fusion from the blast, you get the effect of that. Discard the monster, search for an Albaz, so you could get the effect of, like, Tragedy, I guess. I mean, the skill just grabs Tragedy, right, if you want a Tragedy, so you can always have a card for this. Gee, what was the skill again? Does the skill just grab you any Despia monster? I can't remember. It does just kind of grab you anyone. So you can really just grab Tragedy if you want it. So you just have something to get rid of with this. And it just continuously recycles itself for giga value. Yeah, way better later. Infinite recursion does sound kind of disgusting. In a deck that already starts the duel with +3. God, man. Alright, Brandon and Red. Target one Despia monster or fallen hours in your graveyard, add it to your hand, and you apply the following effect. Fusion summon level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed on it from your hand or field, but it cannot attack directly this turn. So this is a card you typically want to have set during your opponent's turn. It's also a card that's just given to you via the skill going second. Yeah, it just gives you Brandon and Red, which is super useful. Allows you to dodge a lot of stuff because it's a quick play fusion. Quick play fusions are really good because they dodge a lot of bullshit. Things like effect veilers or other just target negate kind of stuff. You can dodge all that crap, which feels really, really strong. Also fuse during the opponent's turn. The only problem with this card currently is I'm not sure what we're fusing into on the opponent's turn with it. Because normally you make the Chimera with it. We don't have the Chimera, the big one. So I'm not really sure what we're fusing with this. What we're making with it. But I guess we just make... Fucking, I don't know. I mean, you can just make... Even just making the guy we've already got in the game. What's his face? Even making this guy isn't even too bad. Like Dark Dragon, I guess, kind of hard to make. Let's use things like Alibur, it's not too hard. You make the first Darklord XD. This guy gets his nuke with, if you have to set specifically that other guy, right? If this card's fusion summon using Darklord Morningstar, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. I mean, that's not too hard to do. XD. I don't know, it could make first Darklord. I mean, it actually doesn't even sound too bad. You have to get the Morningstar in hand. Which sounds a little bit kind of cringe to try to get to. At the Predaplant fusion? What does that require again? Dark and what? Just 2 darks, is it? 1 fusion, 1 dark. I mean, it's limit 1. You can't use Super Play then, but I guess you could use that. I think Super Play is pretty better, but... Maybe you did make that. I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave it up to the experts to build this one, then I'll steal their deck list, I reckon. Brandon's a pretty complicated deck, not gonna lie. It's a pretty complex deck. There's a lot of skill involved with that archetype, so maybe I'll just leave that up to the the skilled players to do, and then I'll just copy their deck lists. Alright. White Black Dogmatica. So the reason I like the look of this card is because it has 500 attack and defense. Because what was his face? What's the card called? Nadir. Some monster in your deck to create one dominated monster that has attack less than or equal to that sent monster in the graveyard. It wasn't. Some reason you want to use this to get hold of Herald. I swear this is how you get hold of Herald, is you search this guy. Leave it to the smart players. That's how it works. Maybe it wasn't this card. Was it Maximus? Maximus? There's some reason that this card was in the game and annoyed me. I thought it was with Dear Servant, because I was trying to play it with Necros at some point. Because you'd use the spell card to search, to get rid of Herald, and then Herald would search the Necros cards. That wasn't through this guy. Pretty sure it was Nadir that I was thinking of. Anyway, I've already lost interest. Let's actually read the card. What does this man do? If this card's real summon, you target 2 face-up monsters in the field, make one of those monsters gain attack equal to the other monster's attack. Level 8 or higher Dogmatica monster control cannot destroy a battle. If a monster is spell summoned from your opponent's extra deck, you can look at your opponent's extra deck and send one monster to the graveyard. Alright. Well, annoying little shit, actually. You make this thing just sort of be able to beat over anything. You can make it so that you can just... another extra deck rip, which is really annoying. But it's hard to judge the Dogmatica cards, because they always seem like... there's so many good effects in Dogmatica. But the fact they lock your extra deck a lot of the time is so annoying. It just means you just often just don't want to use it because of that. Like, the actual archetype itself has so many good effects in it, man. But having access to no extra deck whatsoever is such an annoying downside. It just means the archetype often gets overlooked. I wonder if it will see play finally. Probably not. The matter is annoying, lol. Right, so I don't care about things that's coming in the future. I want to know what's coming now. I want to know what we're getting right now. I don't want to know about the eventual puppet locks we're going to be getting in the future. I don't want to think about any of those. Alright. Carter Hin, the hidden gem of the seafront. Who the fuck is this? You can discard this card. You can normal summon one earth or water monster during your main phase this turn. Additional, you normal summon or set. Okay. You can control an earth and water monster while this card's in your graveyard instead of summon this card. Doesn't sound too great. Not the worst card in the world, but it doesn't sound too great. I can't believe how good this box is for free-to-play players and budget players. Depends what you're building. If you're building Chimera, it seems giga cheap. But it doesn't seem too cheap for like Adamancipator, and Branded still got 3. Striker still got 3. Actually, probably need 3 of this in Striker. I mean, Chimera does need this, but it's probably only a 2 of. Maybe it's a 3 of? I don't fucking know. I don't play the deck yet. I'll tell you once I've played the deck. Anyway. I don't want to any extended, not too great. No, not really. I don't know. I'm not super fan of it because normally I prefer just be special summoning stuff straight away from the deck, not having to summon 2 dudes from your hand. Summoning from hand effects is like double summoning sort of effects are sort of a lot more mid than just I'm going to summon my card straight from deck sort of thing, or summon from the graveyard or something. Because it kind of requires you to have the stuff in hand. Like, for this card to see super value, you'd have to have this card in hand and 2 monsters you want to normal summon, right? So it's already kind of iffy. So now we're talking 3-card combo type stuff. But you don't even necessarily need to use the second normal summon at the start. Like, you can use the normal summon later on. Because it just says, it doesn't say you have to do it right away, right? Like, you discard it, then just at some point in the turn you can do it. Which is kind of useful as well. Is this guy Earth? He is, right? So you can end the turn with this card as well, which is kind of cool. How often are you having a water and a earth this deck? Pretty often, right? Because you just get this guy out wherever he is. It's your water. Then once this guy's out, as soon as you do the rest of your combo, you'll have an earth. A level 2 material for something. Don't really know what you'd do with the level 2. Just make a IP Masquerade or something out of it later on. Do you kind of like that, the idea of having an extra summon just for maybe normal summoning this later on? I've never seen it played in Master Duel. I don't know about this card. 3-card combo. Oh wait, how many monsters can Block Dragon search again? Damn, you got me there. Fucking Block Dragon is so broken, man. Holy shit. Oh yeah, Herald. Herald's a good example, actually. You can get another level 2 with it. Also, it is technically, if you're just discarding it, that is an extra material for the Block Dragon itself to special summon itself, right? Block Dragon banishes 3? That's it. Yeah. Alright, could see use, especially if it is obviously giga searchable off a Block Dragon, which just grabs any fucking rock, right? Or does it just grab Earth Rock? I can't remember what this thing grabs. Just three rocks of any kind. Yep, very cool. Alright, moving on. Gazelle, the King of Mythical Claws. If this card's normal spell or summon, you can add one level 5 monster or one Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for fusion summon, you can add one Illusion monster from your deck to your hand. You can use the effect once per turn. Alright, so this just straight up gives you a level 5 Fiend or Chimera Fusion. Then if it's in the graveyard, it adds an Illusion as well. That is double search off one card. That is a lot of value for a rare monster. That is a shit ton of value, actually. Decent normal, that also turns into a decent special, that's also a decent just... It's also good because, like, I know there's a graveyard revive effect in Chimera, so you can revive this card if you want to, and then get a search for follow-up if you want to do it during opponent's turn. Maybe they don't do a whole lot to you, and you've still got just your graveyard revive left. You just revive this thing, add something to hand for follow-up. Yeah, seems good. Also, I'm pretty sure Chimera Fusion isn't once per turn, and the skill gives you one, and this card can also give you one. Pretty sure this isn't once per turn, right? See the next card, might as well read it. During the main phase, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material, including a beast or fiend monster. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard and you have Chimera, the Flying Beast, on your field or in the graveyard, and you activate this effect, add this to your hand. Oh, you can already use this multiple times a turn, or to use during the opponent's turn. There's also a quick effect, by the way. Or quick fusion, whatever. Quick spell. Banish this card if you do. Spell summon both one Gazelle, the Key Mythical Beast, and one Baphomet from your deck and or graveyard. You can use this effect once per turn. So you can literally use the actual fusion effect multiple times, but the graveyard effect you can use once. So you can fusion summon twice with this, or you can set it fusion summon the opponent's turn, or you can special summon back 2 dudes. This card is really good. This is a good fusion spell. Damn. Dude, if we had Guardian Chimera, this deck would be so broken. I wonder how broken it's going to be just without it. It does seem so insane. The amount of resource generation is crazy. You're actually generating so many resources. The other stuff I like about the deck is it seems to be it's not going to be super weak to Droplet and Eclipse either. Because your end fields are sort of like... You're ending on some stuff, but not a whole lot. And then at different points throughout your turn, you summon more stuff, whether that be via fusion spells like this, or via the graveyard revive like this guy. And I'm pretty sure this card later on is like a banish and graveyard negate or something as well. It's like a lot of your stuff just isn't on field, so your opponent can't just be like droplet eclipse. Like it just doesn't really work versus this deck. So there's a lot of this deck has a lot of shit going for it. A lot of shit. Alright, Big Winged Bear Format, whatever the fuck this name is. Alright, why do all these cards look very similar? These cards are going to be so easy to confuse because the card arts all seem to be like similar looking creatures. Alright, if this card's normal special summoned, you can add one level 4 beast monster and or one Chimera fusion from your deck to your hand, or you can special summon monster turn from the next deck versus turn except fusions. That's kind of cringe because you can't make IP then, right? If this card's into the graveyard as material for a fusion summon, you can target an illusion monster in your graveyard special summon it. So I don't think you want this to be your normal... Oh, it isn't even... It's level 5 anyway. This card's kind of awkward. Is this one going to see play? The center graveyard effect sounds good. So maybe you just search this as then fusion summon using it just for that part of the effect. I don't think you want to special this though. Locking out of IP is a little bit annoying. This is a patchwork deck? Yeah. You summon him on your opponent's turn. Okay. This card definitely seems a bit worse than this one. But it does still generate you value off fusion summon, which sounds pretty good. Oh, it's a fusion requirement, so you have to play it? Okay. It's definitely worse than this card. I really doubt you're going to want to summon this during your turn, though. Because I'm pretty sure this deck is always going to be trying to be an IP deck. Also, it's a, It's also a, what's you call it? The Fiend dude. Fiend level 6 man. What's his name? Oh, not level 6. Fiend, rank 6. It's an Xyz deck, too. Because this is how you make yourself safe to nib. Man, D, I forget what his name is. D something. This guy. You can make this before your 5th summon in this deck. So there's a good chance that you just don't want to be summoning this card for its special summon or locks you out of it. So 5, yeah, but there might be some way to special summon it. But if it's an engine requirement, you're definitely going to play it, just for that. Not sure how many copies you want to run if it's just an engine requirement, though. Alright, next up. Oh, the Handwritten Fusion requires him. Okay. Baphomet, the mythical king of phantom beasts. 2 monsters, different types, beast, fiend, or illusion. This card's name becomes Chimera, blah, 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 when on field in the graveyard. You can use easy effects once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can send 1 beast, fiend, or illusion monster from deck to the graveyard. Okay. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard, then target one of your banished beast, fiend, or illusion monsters, except the dude, and special summon it. Very nice. This card gives you a mill, or it can revive back stuff that you've banished, which is really good during the opponent's turn because they bring back a lot of stuff, including, I believe, is it this card that gets banished at some point? Because I remember people summoning this back, I thought. This thing can't be destroyed at battle, so you can just use this as like a battle protection thing, so you can't die that turn. So maybe that dude? I don't know. There's probably plenty of targets you grab back with this. Show the new Ra. I've already showed off the Ra animation earlier, but you can see it again later. You can just use Edge Imp for the hand rip and not lock yourself. That's it, as negates in graveyard and banish for cost, so he just enables the negate. Banishing for cost as well. Okay. The banishing effect sounds good for this dude, specifically. Okay. Next up, we've got Cornfield Codal. What the fuck is this? If this card battles a monster and I pay him to destroy a battle, you can only use these flying effects once per turn. You discard this card, add 1 monster that mentions Chimera Fusion from your deck to your hand. Oh, it's just searching for anything to search. Okay, that's really good. Okay, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control, while you control Chimera the Flying Mythical Beast, you banish this card from your field or graveyard, negate. Okay, so it's a searcher that also has the ability just to be annoying as well, to stop targeting effects. That's really good. A searcher that has a bonus effect. And I believe all your dudes are just, all your fusions just say they're treated as Chimera? Right? Yeah, they all treat themselves as Chimera. So you're always going to have specifically the requirement for this. That is just really good stuff. Oh, it's negate and destroy. Don't forget the destroy part. Actually a big deal. Targeting effects, be aware. This is the kind of card that's going to piss people off, because people do not read graveyard effects. You're going to have this thing that's chiller than graveyard, and your opponent's going to target your shit, negate, destroy, and they're going to be like, huh? Huh? You're going to get so... This is literally the, yeah, Tuning Gum. It's literally Tuning Gum. And we saw how annoying that was in Resonator, so this card is actually really annoying. Super annoying. A search... it's literally just Tuning Gum turned into a searcher. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. It's better than Tuning Gum too, because Tuning Gum was just a negate. It's a negate and destroy. Speaking of good cards, Mirror Sword Knight. In this card, battles monster, blah blah blah. Quick effect. You contribute this card, special summon monster that mentions Chimera Fusion from your deck, except Mirror Sword Knight. That's really good, because it can just grab you the, you just grab you like these dudes, right? Let's grab this guy, probably this guy though. Tribute this dude, grab your dude, grab some shit. When a monster you control will be monster your opponent controls activates its effect while you control Chimera blah, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate that effect. So another searcher dude that just becomes a negate in graveyard. 2 negates in graveyard. This is what I was talking about, where I said this deck is really good into things like Droplet and Eclipse, because a lot of your shit is just not on the field. You got these dudes in graveyard just vibing. You're going to have fusion cards set, like this card set face down, so then quick effect during your opponent's turn to another fusion summon. Like, your opponent can't just Droplet or Eclipse you. You're just going to ignore it and then just, yeah, go about your day. This deck seems so good. What does this card do? Master Tau the Chanter. If this card battles a monster, neither play blah blah. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one illusion monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position, or you can not special summon from the graveyard for this turn except illusion monsters. Not as good. This guy's good as obviously fusion material again, just to get more stuff back. I guess this card you can send to graveyard with this guy, was it? Or was it the fusion? You can send the fusion to the graveyard. Fusion can send this to graveyard to then revive something. If that's how you want to do it. Questionable one of, but I like him to get Mirror Sword. Oh yeah, you can get this guy back, right? If you want to. Definitely a questionable one of though. Might not be using this man. Might not be using him. Alright, Talons of Shrilane. What is going on here? I see someone without their shirt on. If this card battles a monster, neither blah blah blah, you can only use this one blah blah blah. During your opponent's turn, you can target one fiend or illusion monster you control. Special set blah blah blah. Return it to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Okay, not a terrible effect. When your opponent's monster activates a card or effect that targets a card in your possession. With that, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Turn that turn the target from the field to the hand. If you do, destroy that monster. Or you return this card. I mean, he's not terrible. He's just a dude to put on the field. That is 2 pretty annoying effects. In the opponent's turn. I don't know if we're going to be using this guy, because I think there's actually just going to be better targets to summon to the field. Because I think this is just one of those cards that's just like a target to summon with the graveyard reviving dude, wherever he is. I think it's this guy, is it? Yeah, during your opponent's turn, you banish this card. Yeah, so I think this is like sort of meant to be like a target for this dude. But I think there's just going to be better targets. But he's not a terrible card by any means. But I think there's just better things to summon. Like, for example, against Shadow, we've already mentioned this earlier, we've got the option of the 2004 special, the end of Anubis, just negating any graveyard effect. Very disgusting. This also good in a mirror match, right? Because this deck has tons of graveyard effects. This shit just says no. No graveyard effects. I guess it screws over your own stuff though, because it's not necessarily the opponent's stuff, so it also screws over your own cards. So I'm not sure how much you want to use this, but it is an option. He does exist. Alright, moving on to the S. We haven't even gone to the SRs yet. We've covered so many fucking good cards. This box is stacked. There are just so many high value cards in here, man. Like, all the Chimera cards are insane. The Adamancipator cards seem pretty decent. The branded cards are all pretty good. Like, everything is just such high value. God damn. This box is fucking stacked. Chanter might be useful with the skill. Which one's Chanter again? Chanter? Which one's that? Oh, this dude. Anubis was a branded tech for tier last time I recommend seeing him. Yeah, he might become a tech again for this game if you would have something to deal with tier... Oh, not tier, Shadow. Because that card does giga fuck Shadow, for sure. People complain that Adamancipator doesn't have a good end board. I don't see how it wouldn't have a good end board if you can just set up just any generic. We've got tons of good generics in the game currently. We'll see. Especially if it ends on this dude just to stop. You're kind of scared of droplet though. Not having a back row access is kind of... Having a deck be not safe to droplet in current year is terrifying. This deck does seem like the kind of deck that's just going to set up a bunch of stuff and not be particularly safe to droplet. If you set up Herald with the deck, that'd be insane though, because Herald by itself stops droplet, right? Because that stops you the discarding, I think. It's Herald that stops that. Alright. Next up, we have our first SR card, Adamancipator Seeker. If you control an Adamancipator monster except Seeker, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can special summon an activated level 4 or lower non-tuner rock monster. Yeah, very, very good stuff. Just summon Adamancipator, summon some shit, summon this guy, summon some more shit. This is another reason why this card also isn't that great. Is because things like this card just special summon itself. This card, I believe, special summons itself if you're going second, wherever the other Adamancipator was. And I'm pretty sure this card also just special summons itself. So the extra normal summon is going to be kind of awkward as to what you use it on. Well, I guess the Guardian can be the extra normal summon, I guess. But yeah, not much else to say about this card. It's the same as when you were reviewing the other dude. It's just a dude that just grabs more dudes. This is just dudes that grab more dudes. What else can you ask for, you know? What more can you ask for than a man that sets up more men? Alright, moving on. Adamancipator Risen Dragonite. Or Dragite. During your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can return cards your opponent controls to the hand up to the number of activated rock monsters. Also place the activated cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, pretty decent just removal effect in general, but that's not why you're using him. When your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or effect while a water monster is in your graveyard, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. So you need to get a water monster in graveyard for this. So this card is an option, this dude over here. I'm not really sure what other options there will be, because I'm not sure you particularly want to run this card. So maybe there's just some better way to get a water monster in graveyard than this dude. Like just some generic synchro you just go into as you're climbing into this maybe. Might be a better option. I don't know if there's any better ways. The level 2 rock? Who's that? Have I gone past the level 2 rock? There was a water monster. Water. rock. Yeah. Level do. Oh, this card. There's a reason to. Actually, there is a reason to run him. He's a rock monster. He's a water monster. So he gives you the the typing for this dude. He's certainly a better card than the dude down here, right? I mean, this does draw you one card, so maybe this card does see some play. I don't know. I think I'd prefer to have this card though. Either way, you need some water monster to use. This card might just make the cut. There's not many other water rocks to choose from, so it's like this one or you're playing this one. They're your choices, unless you want to play the Crystal Skull. Ooh. When this card is summoned, take 500 points. It does damage to yourself? What? Okay. I don't know why I read that card. I found a way for them to make Herald, or two options. Either Weeping Idol and one of their level 2 tuners, or Hidden Gem of the Seafront, which is added in this box. Fights additional normal and special summon self from the grave. Yeah, this dude, right? That we were just talking about. The fact he's level 2 does make it Herald a lot easier. Someone mentioned that earlier. Someone in chat. That is a good Herald maker. And Herald would be extraordinary for this, so you don't die to Droplet. You say clap with skull. What? Nurse burn? The Giga card. Alright, moving on. Stop with your crystal skulls. Alright. Blaze Canoon. This card's also treated as Blaze Accelerator card. I don't know what that means for. Once the one winged dragon of your control gains the following effects until the end of this turn. This card is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. This might be the reason that you survive going first, potentially. If you make a 6,100 attack Ra, just activate this on it on your opponent's turn, and just cross your fucking fingers and hope they don't kill you. It is a plan. It might not be an insane game plan, but it is a plan. When attack is declared involving this card, you can tribute any number of other monsters that did not declare an attack this turn. This card gains attack equal to the tributed monster's combined original attack. Yeah. After damage calculations, card attacked, you can send all monsters your opponent controls to the graveyard. So the key part of this card is definitely the first effect. That first effect is basically what makes the card. The useful stuff about this is it can be searched for via the skill, I believe, as well. So you can make it so that before your Ra can even have, like, your opponent can do anything about the Ra, you've already got this card ready to go. I believe the skill grabs this? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Because Blaze Accelerators are called Blaze Cannons in Japanese. Oh, okay. Yeah. It just makes your Ra unaffected, basically. So it's a quick effect. You can use it in response to things to defend your stuff. You can use it going second to just hope your opponent doesn't kill you. Unfortunately, going second, it's a little bit interesting to use, because if you just literally just throw it out there right at the get-go, your opponent can just chain something to it and flip it face down. Like, just use it clips in response, then all of a sudden your Ra is face down and you're pretty cooked from there. So you have to, like, save this until they try to do something to your Ra, and then they might just chain the Eclipse anyway. I don't know. I'm not super big on the new Ra deck, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've been known to be wrong, okay, so... Where's the volcanic channel in the Discord at? Never coming, buddy. Keep dreaming. Despia Querelatis. During the main phase, quick effect, you can change the attack of all monsters currently on the field to 0 until the end of this turn, except level 8 or higher fusion monsters. Kind of a big deal in a game we've only got 4,000 life points. This could make very, very easy OTKs. If this card is if this face-up card's own control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can add to your hand or special summon one Fallen of Albaz or Despia monster from your deck. Right, so this just gives you Fallen of Albaz summon during the opponent's turn, maybe. Not the most insane card, obviously, but in a 4,000 life point game, could do some lethaling stuff. Dramaturge of Despia. If a fusion synchro exceeds or link monster special summoned, you can target one effect monster on the field, negates effects until the end of this turn. If this card is in your hand or field is using materials sent to the graveyard or banished, you can special summon this card. Alright, so this card I believe will probably see quite a bit of play, especially early on, because we don't have a whole lot going on as just like stuff to set up, really. Like just negates or something. This card just once it's used as fusion material, will just put itself on the field, and then you just have a dude to use to negate something, potentially. A dude that can be used with Brandon in red for a fusion summon during the opponent's turn. It's just a dude. Yeah, it's just a dude to have. You can put this in hand and then just summon it during the opponent's turn. You can have it on field and then just bring it back. I don't know. It's just a card. It's just another dude to have. More Darklord support. You guys are really coving on the Darklord, huh? It's hard to out the fusion. You can't with battle. If you remove the fusion, you're getting ablazed. Big true. Alright, why is this card in the deck? Why are you here? Who invited this man? Who invited this card? Who invited this man? This guy is not on the guest list. How did he get in? Who left the door open for this dude? Like, what the fuck is he doing here? The Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon. Okay. What? This is the kind of card where if someone leaked this beforehand, like they leaked this box, and I saw this in here, I would have said, this is a mistake in the leaks, it's probably something else. Maybe it was just like a mess up somewhere. Like, why is he here? Blood thinks he's on the team. I don't know what he's doing here. Anyway. 2 level 10 monsters. Once per turn, you can also Xyz summon this card by using a Cypher Dragon you control as material. You attach 2 materials to this card. Your opponent cannot target light monsters you control with card effects at the end of your opponent's turn. Once per turn, during your standby phase, you can return 1 rank 9 or lower Dragon Xyz monster from your graveyard to your extra deck, then special summon that monster from your extra deck by using this card you control as material. Yeah, it's a card that exists now in the game, I guess. I don't really know why we have this in the game now, but sure. Galaxy Eyes players rejoice, I guess. I mean, the card's decent. It does see some play, and it's not that insane though. But it is a card that does see some play. So why it's in here though? Don't fucking ask me. It's a really good card, but why is it here? Oh yeah, it does see play, so it's a card, but I don't know why he's here. Anyway. Surgical Striker HAMP. If you control a Sky Strike Ace monster, you special summon this card to either field by tributing 1 monster from that field. Oh, it's like a weird kaiju thing. Okay. You can special summon this. You can only special summon once per sway. When this card is destroyed battle, you type 1 kaiju from your controls and destroy it. Okay. So they have a searchable kaiju in Striker if they want it. I mean that can be good. It's not like Sky Striker really needs more removal though. I don't think removal is their weak point right now. But I can think of annoying things like, for example, the new Ra deck, right? Your opponent makes their dude immune, you can then just tribute it off. There's a Sky Striker for him. Frequently side decked. I think it just depends on if there's ever going to be a card in the game that's immune to card effects for Striker to deal with. Because they just grab this card, all of a sudden they don't care about it anymore. So you special summon on their field, attack over and pop a card on their field. Oh yes, it destroys the card when it's destroyed. I told you Ra gonna be tier 1. I was literally calling out a wave that they're gonna dick Ra right now. Dude, Sky Striker, grab this, tribute Ra. Grab the spell card that they grab the spell card that banishes from grave, banish any annoying phoenixes in there, and then they tribute off the Ra with this. What do then? Life over. Alright, this card's a reprint. Chimera, the Illusion Beast. Chimera, the flight, blah, 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 plus 1 illusion monster. This card's name becomes Chimera, blah, blah. This card can attack monsters a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials used for it. Okay, he's already got 3,100 attacks, so that's a pretty big deal. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can change that opponent's monster's attack to 0 or to negate its effects. At the end of the damage step? Does this attack the same monster multiple times? Oh, so this thing can just swing into a monster, swing into it again, and kill. So if you use 3 materials for this, it kills like everything. So this is like a going second lethal sort of a card that you're probably gonna run if you need to. Very, very just OTK card. This seems like just a one-off you have in your extra deck as a tool to potentially lethal with it if you want to, if you even need to. Yeah, you're just gonna play one of it as a way to lethal your opponent sometimes. Next up, we have the boy. The one that's most recognizable in my eyes, at least. Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. You can use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card's fusion summoned, you can activate this effect. Send one random card from your opponent's hand to the... It is that cringe, okay? Hand rips are cringe, okay? I don't care what deck it's in, hand rips are cringe. This guy hand ripping, giga cringe, okay? Fuck this, fuck that effect. During your opponent's turn quick effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one beast, fiend, or illusion monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So this is what leads to all the potential floodgates on the opponent's turn, or summoning dudes back so you don't die to whatever, or summoning something back for god knows what effects. Yeah. You can even use this guy to summon something back, so your IP has more material to go into like a goddess or something. Like if your opponent's playing Ra, they try to go to battle phase, you just dick their Phoenix if it's trying to be immune to card effects. This card is cringe. This card does seem pretty cringe, not gonna lie. Knowing this card can summon the Anubis, and this card's got the hand rip effect, he might just be cringe. Can you slap that in a Tri-Brigade deck? I mean, if you wanted to, I guess. Well, Tri-Brigade uses things that aren't just beasts, though, right? Aren't just beasts, illusions, or fiends, or whatever. Alright, Ancient Chant. I don't know if I need to read this, because I'm pretty sure the previous skill in Duel Links gave you this card, I think. Because I remember using this in the game at some point. Add one Ring Drain of Ra from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If you do, during your main phase, you get to tribute summon monster in addition to your normal summon or set. You banish this card from your graveyard. If you tribute summon Ra, against attack and defense equal to the tributed monster's attack and defense, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so a searcher also can be used to buff your stuff. I'm pretty sure we've already used this in game many times. I'm pretty sure this is from a skill as well. Alright. Adamancipator Researcher. If you control a rock monster except Adamancipator Researcher, you can spell summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck. If you do, you spell summon activate level 4 tuner, or space the rest of one of the decks. It's the same as the other ones, only this one just summons itself if you control a rock, which is super generic. Like, the entire deck, you can just summon this dude and do what you want with it. No, yeah, it's so easy to make Herald with this deck. I actually didn't realize this dude was level 2, and this dude's also level 2. Was the other guy level 2 as well? The other little guy? Oh no, he's level 4. So both these cards make Herald super fucking easily. This deck is so going to want to end on Herald. Yeah, we're just going to be summoning, and then summoning, and then summoning, and then summoning, and more summoning. You just want to summon some more? Just summon some more. Summon someone Doki Doki? Summon some more. This deck is kind of gross. Yeah, I think I might have some fun with this deck. I'll see how it goes. There might be the time might be too short for this deck. It seems like the kind of deck I'm going to be timing out every single time I try to play it, but we'll give it a go anyway. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be timing out so fucking often though. Alright. The card that's going to make every branded player scream for being in the ultra rare section, or every Despia player, sorry. If this card's normal spell summon, you add one branded spell trap card from your deck to your hand. If face up, fusion monster you control destroy battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect. While this card's in your graveyard, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls. Special summon this card. If you do, negate the targeted monster's effects to the end of this turn. So it's just a searcher. Its second effect is sometimes relevant, but not like the most relevant effect in the world. It's mostly just, this thing is just a card that's going to be used to search your stuff. It is kind of criminal this is an ultra rare, not gonna lie. It's pretty fucked up, but to be expected. To be expected, but yeah, ultra rare, cringe. Yeah. Alright. Also important to know, I'm pretty sure you can't use the search effect if you special summon it from the its own effect. It's only one effect per turn, right? Yeah, you can use one of the effects per turn. So you can't use this card's effect to negate something, then add something. It doesn't work like that. Alright, Blazer Dragon, Ruler of Infernos. Wow, this card would have been so scary in 2013. Or 2014. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, you can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon type monsters in your hand and or graveyard, special summon it. During your opponent's end phase, if this card is special summoned, return it to the hand. You can discard this card, add 1 fire monster to your graveyard, then target 1 card on the field, destroy that target. If this card is banished, you can add 1 fire, dragon type monster in your deck to your hand. You can use 1 effect per turn. Yeah, this card would have been terrifying 20 years ago. Currently, this thing is probably not going to see play in anything anywhere. Tenpai. Yeah, thankfully there's no Tenpai in this game, so this card's going to see literally no play. Putting this in the ultra rare section is like nostalgia bait for the Yugi boomers that see Dragon Ruler and they're like, oh, Dragon Rulers? It's just bait. Shit's not going to be used anywhere. Like, what even fire dragon types do we have? Oh. Fire dragon. Anything that's a dragon made. Yeah, oh, we can search the guard. Oh my god, just what I needed. Oh my, we can search. We finally got a searcher for Mangarayu Ran. Oh my god. I was worried for a moment. We'll never be able to search him. We can search my boy, the Yamadra. The Are You Mad Dragon. Oh my god. That's crazy. Egyptian God Slime. 1 aqua monster plus level 10 water monster. Must be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by tributing 1 level 10 water monster to your attack. This card will be treated as 1 or 3 tributes for the tribute summon of a monster. Cannot be destroyed battle. Your opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks. Your opponent's monsters cannot target for attacks, and your opponents cannot target with card effects. Any monsters you control except this. Right. This card is a little bit, this card's used is how you summon Ra, right? But the sus thing about this is, this card itself is heavily, like, removable. So your entire Ra combo is based on this thing working. If this thing gets stopped, like your opponent removes it somehow, your entire Ra combo dies, right? And I'm pretty sure this card, if it was flipped face down, it can still be used as 3 tributes, I think. So I don't think you can eclipse this thing. Yeah, we have that Aqua Monster trap. It's given to us via the skill, I'm pretty sure. The skill just, Wait, does it skill? One of the skills gives it to you. But I don't think, you need it, because you got the other dude that just puts the other skill just puts the dude on field that you can use for this thing. But I think your entire combo revolves around this thing not getting removed. Yeah, turn 1, reveal Ra, summon Slime. Yeah, make this thing. This card seems like a massive choke point for the archetype. This card gets negated by like an effect failure. It can still be used as 3 tributes, right? That's not an effect. This card's treated as 1 to 3 tributes, I believe. So if someone veilers this, it still gets tributed, right? I think. Pretty sure. I was just trying to think of like how big of a choke point this is. Because if this thing can be negated as well, that'd be so bad. Not sure. Maybe I should look it up. Can Egyptian god slime be negated? What the hell does that mean? That's not what I was looking for. I know. I'm pretty sure that can't be negated though. I think maybe I'm wrong on that. Anyway, moving on. Linkage. If you control no monsters in your main monster zone, you can not spell or summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, except Sky Striker Ace monsters. Also, send one of the cards you control to the graveyard. If you do, spell or summon one Sky Striker Ace monster from your extra deck to the extra monster zone. If you have at least one light and one dark Sky Striker monster on your field and or in the graveyard, the monster gains 1000 attack. So what this card's used for is OTKing your opponent. So Vader can negate, but can Vader negate the? I was pretty sure that the tribute effect of this can't be negated. The 1 to 3 tributes. I can't be bothered looking at rulings. Either way, this thing is we've moved on to the next card now. We can go back to that later. This thing is just used for OTKing a lot. Lots and lots of OTKing. Which, to be fair, I'm not sure Sky Striker's weakness was OTKing. I'm pretty sure it was actually pretty good at doing that at the moment. So I'm not particularly sure that this card is what Sky Striker really needed to make it better in Duel Links. We already OTK constantly with that deck, so yeah, it just kind of helps do something the deck was already good at doing. This deck's only issue is going first, so I'm not really sure if this helps too much. It's a good card, obviously, but the deck was already pretty good at OTKing. So show me some rulings. I don't want to look up rulings, man. Maybe you can just negate it. Maybe you can just negate it. I don't care. You can dodge things like Veiler. True. Representing 9k is all that matters, so you can all just concede and move on with your life. I mean, there's just not much to talk about with this card, because it's just an OTK tool. But like I said, I think Sky Striker doesn't care about OTKing anyway. It's already good at doing that in Duel Links. It's like one of its things it's good at doing. Especially with the skill, it just lets you hit directly for like 2,500 or some bullshit. Like, the deck was already good at OTKing, so I'm not really sure if this actually helps too much. Yeah, I don't think Sky Striker got that much better, actually. I think Sky Striker is probably going to be still see some play just because people enjoy the deck. It's a skillful deck. Some people are like hell-bent on playing it regardless of how strong or weak it is in a format. So you probably still see it quite a bit, but I think meta-wise, it's probably not going to change too much from this box. Alright, next up, we have Nightmare Magician. If this card battles a monster, neither monster can be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can take control of that monster. That's a interesting effect. Once per turn at the start of damage step, if another monster attacks, you can destroy one card on the field. What? Okay. Wait, this is an ultra rare? Why is this the ultra rare? Hey, why is this an ultra rare in here? Is this just in here as an ultra rare to piss you off? Like, you're the one that hits this card and you're just depressed, or what? Is this in here because the skill... what was the skill say? It dumps specifically 2,500 or something? I'm pretty sure Anubis is 2,500, isn't he? I have to read the skill again now. Time to take control of Utopia. Wow. That's crazy. Where is it? Reveal one monster, then shuffle one coming into the deck. Then add one Chimera Fusion to your deck to your hand. Then you can send one level 7 Dark Illusion or Spellcaster with 2500 attack from your hand or deck to the graveyard. So is there a better level 7 2500 attack to send than this guy? Is there a better one? Or is this the only option you got? The Magician. Surely there's something better. Level 7. So is it Dark Illusion or Spellcaster? So Dark Illusion. It could be Beast, right? God damn it. Don't think so. Oh god, man. Is there really nothing else? Oh dear. Well, are we even going to use this card? Do we even get the skill? This it can be used as part of the skill, but is it required? Then you can. You don't even need to use it. This feels like a brick in your deck. Why would you play this? I guess we're just not using him. I mean, he's an interesting card, but why is he in the ultra rare category? I'm confused. Like, if the skill should say that it dumps this at the start of the game, so like, you don't have to worry about it being in your opening hand. But the fact this could be in your opening hand is just like, oh, that's kind of cringe. I don't want this in my deck then. I don't want to open this thing for an extra brick. Like, if the skill does put this in the graveyard at the start, then it might actually see some play. He's Dark Magician, now he's getting some nightmares. Alright. Nightmare Apprentice. You special summon this card from your hand by discarding one card. You can only special summon once per turn this way. If this card is normal special summon, you can add one illusion monster from your deck to your hand, except Nightmare Apprentice. It's got battles a monster, neither player can be destroyed by that battle. Alright, this card is a card that can special summon itself, or it's a card that is just, when it's summoned, it just searches for something. So it just grabs an illusion monster. What's the illusion monster you search for with this dude? Is it the searcher for the Chimera? Are you illusion? It is. Or you can search for the Mirror Sword Knight. Both can do whatever you want. Right, you can really search for... You could do this card to grab this card to grab this card. The 3-card combo to search. And then this card grabs this dude. Or something. A searcher to grab a searcher to grab a searcher to grab a searcher. Oh my goodness.
Card games on motorcycles!
Alright, you probably want 3 of this card, right? Alright, so next things... So, what is the consensus on this box? We'll go through some combos. I'm pretty sure people posted, dueling book replays I can look at, if I can find them again. What are you showing me here? What is this? Why are you showing this to me? I don't care. I know Marco had some... Is Marco still in chat? Have you got any dueling book replays I can just show the stream? I think you had some. So you were showing them on Grand Stream the other day, I think. Trolls and Duel Links? It is in Duel Links, yes. Yes, the consensus on this box, in my opinion, is Chimera is going to be really, really, really strong. Despia, it's interesting because it pluses so much fucking value that it seems like it's going to be good. The only worry is I'm not sure what like fusion monsters we can really summon with a deck. But judging by the fact that it's currently like the weird deck that's currently in the game that uses the not the branded cards, whatever, it's currently okay. The fact that one's alright means that this skill is absolutely much more bonkers and the cards are much more bonkers, so maybe has a chance. And the rest of the stuff, Adamancipator seems like it's going to be just a really fun deck if the timer allows you to be able to play it. That's about it, really. But yeah, Chimera looks like it's insane. Also, Chimera, it seems like it's going to be a fairly cheap deck. If you're aiming for just Chimera, and you're going into this box, and you reset every time on an Apprentice, you can probably just build this deck super cheap. Because you just aim for Apprentice only, and just reset only on Apprentice, ignore all the other cards. Kind of good to go. It also seems pretty self-contained-ish. I'm not really so sure what cards you're going to need outside of this box for that deck. Probably a few. Darklord, Despia, or Despia Orcust might be okay. Despia Orcust won't work because the skill doesn't allow it, I'm pretty sure. It has like a level 8 restriction or some bullshit on the skill. Let me see if I can find those dueling book replays. I'm pretty sure Marco had a few. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of just random ass replays. I don't know if these are good. But they're in the channel. So I'm gonna click on them. Alright, let's see what this guy was doing. What the fuck is that? Why is there a Doom Caliber Knight on my screen? Alright, let's see what this guy does. So just a Sword Knight and 2 just random cards. What does that do? So Sword Knight can grab your Gazelle. Gazelle can grab the other one. Reveal it with the skill. To dump. Okay, we're not off to a good start by using that dude, but sure. Grab Chimera Fusion. Chimera Fusion can now summon this dude by using the 2 cards. This gives you 2 more searches, doesn't it? And a hand rip on your opponent's turn, so you can hand rip to your opponent. We grabbed the Apprentice. Special summoned the Sword Knight. Discard a card to summon the Apprentice. Apprentice searches for the Searcher. Fusion going to recycle itself. Make an IP. Discard. Searching for another one of you? Did we not use you already? Oh, you're going to fuse during the opponent's turn, maybe? Oh yes, and you've ripped your opponent's hand, then during the opponent's turn, you can fuse out a negate, summon a dude, tribute a dude, summon another dude, search another card. Okay, that's an interesting combo. So your IP, got a negate, and then we've got the 2 negates in grave. This card's a negate, the other dude's a negate somewhere too. And I don't think we've used this card's effect either, so we haven't used the revive from this dude either. That's a lot of jet value being generated. Okay, let's see what the other replays. I think this is all from the same guy, so we'll see what else he was doing. I want to see the Caesar replay because I know Marco had a Caesar replay somewhere. Heat Lava Golem dead. Alright, what's this guy doing now with this shit? Okay. I'll speed up this one a little bit so we've seen the other guys. We've seen this guy's replay already, so we'll see what this one is about. God, this deck does so much searching, man. Draw a Lockbird really does just kill this deck, eh? What the? We've just dumped Vision Resonator for a Fiendish Golem. Okay. The fuck? Beatrice being summoned? What the fuck? Okay. Is Beatrice even allowed? It's a fairy. Does the skill stop this? Oh no, you can just summon it. Okay, sure. I mean, I guess IP is summonable, so sure. But you dump with Beatrice, sends the Chanter.
Card games
Chanter
on
then revives.
motorcycles!
Set, hand rip in the opponent's turn, and the opponent's turn you can summon this, and so just use some shit. And Beatrice sends some shit. What the fuck? Okay. I really want to find this one combo though. Let me see if it's in the other channel. I don't know if I can find it. I don't think I'll be able to find it, which is a shame. But there is a replay of this deck making Caesar before its 5th summon. And they're just doing your shit. There's some weird builds I'm seeing. It seems to be put Shadow cards in here. The fuck? Just triple Shadow fusion. The fuck is this? Gazelle, a Light, and a Fiend Beast. What the fuck is going on here? I feel like we should not have this card in the deck. I don't know why he's in here. Emancipator combos? Yeah, no, because we just... This entire, the Emancipator thing literally just came out. Like, we didn't know this deck was coming. So... I don't think anyone's going to have any combos yet. I mean, we're just going to play Fleur with it anyway. This deck's going to be so fucking fun, I think. If we don't time out every time. I don't think there's many stuff for me to show you, because I don't think many people made the replays for combos and stuff yet. You might just have to wait until the videos come out to see the combos. So I don't think I have any. I got none to show you this time around. Normally I have something to show you, but yeah, I have nothing to show you this time. Yeah, I think Fleur at Adamancipator is the way to go. At least when I do it, I'm going to be Fleuring it up. Seems like just very synergistic, right? You're just playing a synchro deck. So what's your thoughts on the box chat? What do you reckon? What's going to be broken? What's going to be Garbo? Chimera's gonna cook? I reckon Chimera is gonna be insane. It just generates so much value. I think this box is also gonna be a very difficult box. I think like the decks in here all seem really hard to play. So we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. I'm a little bit more confident in Chimera now that I've read the cards though, because before I was watching all the combos and I was just seeing people like do a 700 step combo, but now that I realize the 700 step combo is just search into search into search into search. Like it's just a step-by-step search process. It's a lot easier to yeah. Doesn't seem too hard to work out now. Adamancipator is going to flop and not enough zones, you reckon? I mean, the zones is going to be the issue. Ra being meta will be funny. I doubt it'll be meta, but we'll see. I think Ra's going to be the type of deck that when it comes out, what I'm going to be doing with it is just doing the cringe 18 tech fucking vomit deck, just because I don't have any faith in trying to play it legitly. He needs to run through it 3 times with branded later on, true. Chimera's super cheap and good. It does seem like it does seem just super self-contained, right? Like I don't think you need much outside of the Chimera deck for Chimera. This box is out tomorrow, right? So I need to get up for it. It's like 10. I need to get up like 10ish. I think is when it comes out. I saw some deck lists in here earlier. I was trying to see them again. I don't know particularly good deck lists, but what the fuck is this? Oh yeah, this shit. This stuff's also super good. This is what makes it not so cheap, because you need these dudes if you want to play it optimally. Because I'm pretty sure these are super good with the archetype. You might not need them, but I think these cards are really good. I think that shit's ultra too, right? Not sure about the Adamancipator deck. It's going to be super hard to build. I don't think Adamancipator is going to be too hard to build, because you just got to decide the stuff you want. Like, you're going to want this. You probably want IP. You definitely, for sure, want to try to make Herald at all costs, because Herald stops you dying to Droplet. And you need an out to Droplet. So I think your Enfield should be aiming for Droplet, this guy, and then something, then some other stuff. You can get anything else on the field. Doesn't sound too tight. Doesn't sound too tight. So you need this guy, Herald, IP, this dude. You probably want some generic Flurry stuff if you're playing the Fleur skill. I don't know. Spells an ultra rare. Where do we get it from? I can't remember what box this is in. Should I just type Frightfur? Excuse me, Mr. DLM. I would like you to search, please. How to obtain. Only usable with skill. Okay. Destroyer of the Phantasms. I don't know if many people have got that card. That might make this shit a lot less cheap. I mean, the deck's probably playable without it, but I'm pretty sure this card is insane with the archetype, no? Isn't this like really good with Despia as well? Doesn't Despia also like this card? Like, it just gives you a dark and a fusion spell. For decks that like having dark monsters and fusion monsters. Or dark monsters and fusion spells. It's good in any fusion deck? Yeah. I mean, any deck that uses darks or fusions, right? Which I believe all these guys are big fans of dark monsters, so... Might need to stock up with those cards if you haven't got them yet. Fusion Deployment? I don't think Fusion Deployment's very good because it locks you into specifically fusions. So maybe in Branded it's good, or Despia it's good, but in Gazelle stuff, it's probably not, or Chimera stuff, it's probably not so good because it stops you going into IPs and D man to stop Nibiru. But what about the Galaxy Eyes card though, guys? What Galaxy Eyes? How's Galaxy gonna look after this? Are we talking tier 0 or... Surely Galaxy's popping off after this box. Surely. You thinks? Where's the Galaxy channel in the Discord? Yeah, you're right, actually. I haven't got one. Any chefs in here? What are we looking at? Wait. Hey! Hey, that's me! What's going on here? Triple Nibiru. I'm honestly not convinced as Nibiru is a card. Like, Nibiru's good against, like, Utopia, and, like, everything else outs Nib before you get to it. Speedroid doesn't care, Shadow doesn't care, Gusto doesn't care. Like, what is Nibiru even doing? It stops, like, Resonator. I think Nibiru is a bait card currently. I'm not convinced on Ra, man. I'm so not convinced. What's this? Oh, what the fuck? Who's this? Wait, is there any audio? There's no audio. What the fuck? This card's sick! Holy! They gave that to Gravekeeper! They gave this to Gravekeeper, man! Are you kidding me? What the fuck? No one's even gonna see this animation. Nobody's summoning this card. But, I mean, it looks sick, though. They really have to go so hard with that, anyway. Anyway, do I need to look at Sky Striker builds? Do I care? No. Anyone cooking in here yet? Any chefs? No chefs in here yet. I mean, the stuff's only just got announced. I think we have to wait till tomorrow, which I'll probably be back for a box review. When is this? Wait, why is it releasing in the afternoon? The fuck? 2:30 PM? That is a random time for a box. Normally it's like 4 hours earlier than this. Okay, I guess I'll be awake at that time specifically. It is the same time Marik releases, so... Or similar to the same time. Aura farming. Alright, boys. That's going to do it for the stream, though, today. I'll be back tomorrow for the box opening, which is tomorrow, right? Yes, tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow for the box opening. And yeah. The whole room's still alive. I'll be back in there at some point. I'm just in here for now because of my window is being worked on. And this is a very convenient spot to stream from, so just in here for now. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow for stuff. Join Discord. I'm sure people are going to be making combos and deck lists all night in there, so feel free to go make your combos and stuff in there if you want to. And yeah, catch you guys.